In ancient Israel, on the outskirts of a small village, there lived a boy named David. He was the youngest of 7 sons of his father Jesse and spent his days tending sheep in the fields. David was thin and not very tall for his age, but his eyes sparkled with courage and determination. His life was simple but full of natural wonders, and every day he found joy in caring for his sheep. One day, when David was only a few years old, he encountered a danger that would shape his character forever. Returning from the pasture, he discovered that one of his sheep had gotten lost in the dark forest. Without hesitating for a second, David went on a search, despite the danger. He made his way through the dense thickets and listened to every rustle, until he finally discovered a sheep stuck in the swamps. With courage and determination, he freed the animal and brought it home, despite danger and difficulties. This incident became a source of inspiration and determination for David. He realized that even the smallest and weakest can do great things if only they have courage and self-belief. Over the years, David became a skilled shepherd, and his father proudly called him his best son. But one day, David's fortunes suddenly changed when King Saul and his army faced a threat that would make everyone tremble: a giant named Goliath, who came from the Philistines. Goliath was a huge and strong warrior. His height exceeded all expectations, and his armor shone like the stars in the night sky. None of the soldiers could cope with this giant, and they were scared to such an extent that no one dared to go out to fight Goliath. David heard about Goliath's challenge from his older brothers who were serving in the army. He was amazed by the stories of his strength and invincibility, but something inside him said that he must do something to stop this terrible enemy.
Who is this Goliath that goes against the people of God, thought David.
He approached King Saul and said, "I can defeat this giant because God is with us." King Saul looked at the little shepherd boy in surprise and said, "You are too young and weak for such a test." But David insisted, and Saul, seeing his determination, gave him a blessing. David refused the heavy armor he was offered and took only his simple sling and a few stones from the stream. He felt awkward in this heavy armor and decided to go into battle only with his simple weapon. So David went to the battlefield to face Goliath. Goliath chuckled when he saw little David and said, "Have you come to me with a stick as to a dog?" David replied, "I have come to you in the name of the Lord. Today the Lord will give you into my hands." And with these words, David took the sling, spun it, and threw the stone towards Goliath. The stone hit its target accurately and hit the giant in the forehead. Goliath fell face down on the ground, dead. The soldiers of Israel shouted with joy when they saw Goliath defeated, and the Philistines fled from the battlefield in horror. David became a hero of Israel, and his name became famous throughout the country. But David's adventures were just beginning. He became a trusted advisor to King Saul and a warrior defending his country from its enemies. His courage and faith in God made him a true leader, and his story became a legend, inspiring everyone who heard about him, no matter their age. And so, the little shepherd boy David became a great hero, whose name has been glorified for centuries, reminding us all that even the smallest and weakest can achieve great things if they only believe in God and the power of His powers. As David grew older, his fame grew. He was elected king of Israel and went down in history as one of the greatest rulers of this country. Under his rule, Israel became a strong and prosperous state, and his name became a symbol of wisdom, justice, and courage. During his reign, David accomplished many feats and great deeds. He was not only a warrior, but also a wise ruler and wise advisor. His decisions and actions were always aimed at the benefit of his people, and he was loved and respected not only in Israel, but also beyond its borders. However, like all great leaders, David had his shortcomings and mistakes. His determination and tenacity sometimes led to difficulties and conflicts, and his rule was not flawless. But despite all the difficulties, David always remained true to his ideals and principles, and his name remained forever inscribed in history as one of the greatest rulers of Israel. Many years after his death, the name of David remained in the memory of people as a symbol of courage, faith, and steadfastness. His story has continued to inspire people of all times and nations, and his name has become a beacon for many generations, reminding us all that even the smallest and weakest can achieve great things if they only believe in themselves and their strengths. Such was the story of David, a little shepherd boy who became a great hero and legend, the embodiment of the highest ideals and virtues. His life and achievements remained in the hearts of people forever, reminding us of the importance of faith, courage, and perseverance in achieving our dreams and goals.